It's Ant94 and this is the Aston Martin Vantage. Pretty cool looking car, brand new to the crew too. The crew, Motorfest that is. Don't know why I said the crew too, but let's get into customization. It sounds incredible though. I've gone with the green, but you're going to see the options of colours that we're going to have available. But the green's the one I recommend. So let's get into customization. So first off, we'll start with the performance. So we start off with 600 brake horsepower, but we can bump that up now to 878 brake horsepower. Now this is in a straight tier 2 class, so it's not going to be incredibly fast, but let me just show you the colours you can have. So you can have it in black if you want to go with that. You can go with the grey, you can go with this bluey grey, then you go with this colour, white, yellow, red, purple. Blue, or you can have a yellow, green, or you got like a green or a sea green, very cool. But I like that sea green colour with the yellow because it just, yeah, it looks very cool. So let's go through visual parts. Does it have a wide body? Oh, it does. Okay, we're gonna go with that. Right then, hood. So we have 5 different options. You can have that yellow line down the middle, which I think is kind of cool. It's the only hood that does it, so we're gonna go with that. Front bumpers. So you can close off the headlights. Not a big fan of that. I kind of do like the grille looking like that though. I don't know what they did to it, but sure. We can have... That's an interesting look, isn't it? Which I kind of do like. Yellow lights, I like them. I think I'm gonna go with maybe that, but that's a bit much, isn't it? I don't know. We'll go with that one. Front bumper, we're gonna put the wide body on. Pretty cool. Rims. So here's the range of rims you can have. They do have their own ones. So you got these ones with the chrome, and then you got the star pattern, and you got star pattern in black, and the chrome ones of them as well. But you won't have this colour, which is like a bronzy type colour, only in this style of wheel. So it's up to you if you want it. I'm gonna go with, maybe I'll go with like a yellow to match it sort of. Would you go this way? No. I say we're gonna go around there, I reckon. Yep, that works for me. Side mirrors, you can keep the carbon or you can have these ones. Carbon it is for me. And here you can add a little lip, but we're gonna go with the big one right there to match with this wide body. Look how big that is. That's oh, it's not that big of a jump, but kind of. It just looks massive once you do that. Can have a lips ducktail if you like it. That's cool. So that's what we're going to go with. This one with the British flags on the side. Lovely. And you can tint the tail lights if you want. What else does it give us though? So we're starting off with all that. So I do like all that yellow there. Or you can go with the yellow like that. But I'm not a big fan of that. I'm kind of enjoying the stock ones. Maybe we'll just tint lights a bit. Sure. Interior, I'm not going to mess around with that. I know we can go to Vanity stuff, so we could have like a yellow tire if we wanted to. Maybe like these. Would they fit? They'd fit the vibe, I think. So I'm going to go with them. And we would, see, this is one of the cars where you would adjust the stance, like make it pop out a little bit more and then drop it down, which we'll be able to do in the next update. So, I might go for the cone smoke. It's a bit different, isn't it? I wish they'd do them in a different order though, because I don't like that all the new stuff's at the front. I wish it was like alphabetical, but it's not, because clearly yellow star shouldn't be there. But we're going to go with that dark cyan because it's there. And I don't want to do an underglow unless we go for something like a yellow, which I don't seem to have, so I think I'm going to skip on the underglow. But we will tint the windows to a black window tint, which we have here. And then we'll go for rumble and tumble, of course. Could run any rooftops you want to run. I don't think we want to. And then for the interior wise, should we just put some, them glasses look tiny, don't they? Whose head they gonna fit on? They look like children's glasses? Could just be me though. Don't know, maybe this car has a bigger interior. I do really like that. Should we put a cat on the dash? Let's go with this one. Nice. And there we go, that's what we're gonna do. Pretty cool styling choices, not bad. I like the way the styling is. And it's still night time. Of course it is. We're just gonna do this event here. And we're gonna put it on custom. Clean driving midday will do. Or we can just go afternoon, I say. And then we want to change the car to the car we're in now. Which for some reason it keeps doing this. Where it changes it so you can't get to it. I don't know why it does it. That's the one we want, the Vantage. And I believe it's on free already. Yes it is, because we made the video the other day. So let's get into this. Now if you're enjoying this sort of content, leave a like, subscribe to the channel if you're new. Because I like to do this. I'm trying to get back to making content again. Especially with this new update coming. Hopefully it brings a lot more players. Because this is what makes me want to play more. Is because of the new update that's coming. And I will be getting the season pass. Even though I'd rather not. But, you know, there might be something beyond the paywall that I need to get. You can see they all went off the track. So we're just going to go ahead straight for them. So they just got to take the lead easily there. And so far, it feels nice. It sounds good. Feels good. Did we even take a look at the interior? We could. Well, I'm not very good at driving in the cockpit view. But yeah, pretty cool looking interior, if I do say so. I'm a fan of that. So it is a pretty good looking car, as you can see. I like the way this looks. Obviously if you don't like Aston Martins you're not going to enjoy it, but I think this is a cool looking Aston Martin. Whether you agree, it's fine. You can drop a comment and tell me why you don't like this car. It could be the rear end, it could be the front. I just think this car is pretty cool looking. On the brakes, we managed to make it. Pretty good brakes then. I braked late there and I thought I weren't making that corner, but we made it. So, pretty cool. Yeah, it's just, it's one of them. It's the way it handles, it's got the traction, it's got everything we want. This could be a top tier performer. You only know that from people that do the testing of the cars, which is something I don't seem to do. In my own time I do a little bit, but that's mainly just racing and tuning it a little bit, but this feels good stock. Obviously we've got a fully upgraded engine, but I mean stock by as in a stock tune. There you go, that's the first on the back end kicked down. And when it did that I felt like I was still in complete control. So if this was in drift, it would probably handle nicely as well. But yeah, I'm a fan of the way I've designed this. I think it looks very classy, very cool. But this will set you back $500,000 to get this, which isn't a bad price really. This for $1 million I wouldn't mind it, but then I'd want it in the hypercar, wouldn't I? So because it's not in hypercar, that's probably why the price is a little bit down, but it's worth picking up. 10 out of 10 I think. Grab this, give it a go, try it for yourself. I think it's a beautiful looking machine. See, going through here I'm not worried about hitting the walls. On the brakes, lovely brakes. Turns around this corner just how you want it to. It's just perfect. Couldn't ask for a better handling car, to be honest. Very nice. So there we go. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, leave a like, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and hopefully I'll see you in the next video.